Hey traders, Wade here with efficiencytrader.com. I've got a couple requests for our IPO report for 2018. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of extra value here, give you guys something early before we release it to our website at efficiencytrader.com. So I'm going to give you guys early access. If you're here in the Trader Games Facebook group, you guys will be able to download this report that we've created here. So that'll be something that's useful. It gives you guys a overview of the last 100 initial public offering companies to the stock market. So kind of give you guys a quick walkthrough of the spreadsheet. If you're on the Trader Games Facebook group, we've already got last year's IPO report. So basically that one, it's going to have some overlapping release dates with this one. So the 2018 report, obviously we haven't had 1,000 companies or anything added this year. So there's a couple on the list upcoming, but for this specific report, if you guys see it at the Trader Games Facebook page, just go to the documents or files folder in the group. I'll kind of take you guys there right now actually. But made this super easy. If you guys are on the spreadsheet, we've got the report name, a link to the Facebook group, a link to the website. So basically if we're on here, you're just going to click on the left hand side. It's going to have files. We can see that the IPO report for last year is already on there. Once we're done with this video, I'm going to add the 2018 report right below this, so you guys will have access to that. And then down the road, efficiencytrader.com, we're going to have a subscribe link in there. That's where we're going to start doing these early release dates for reports such as these. So again, this is more of an educational tool. We're not here to give you guys any official picks, but we want to educate you and inform you on everything here. So past results don't guarantee future performance, so just give you guys that disclaimer. But let's go ahead and jump in here. Made this thing super easy to follow. At the top, you can filter everything. So if you want to filter the company name, we can do it reverse alphabetical. We can do it alphabetical. Same thing with the symbol. So if you're looking this thing up on Robinhood or whatever trading brokerage you use, that's what you'll be typing into the search bar. Industry, a lot of healthcare. You guys can kind of filter that as well to see what all do we have here. There's a lot of tech. There's a lot of oil and gas. So you can filter that way, and then also the offer date. That one's super helpful because, hey, we just had some stuff released today. So that's why I wanted to do this video. Again, hot demand. Thank you for everybody that commented that you wanted this video. So this is specifically for you guys. Hey, if you guys ask for it, you're probably going to get it. It doesn't do any harm to ask usually. So you can filter the date. Again, if we filter this the opposite direction, back into July 2017. We've only had about 100 IPOs since then. So that's what this report is going to show. Shares, how many in the millions of shares that are available to be purchased, and then the initial offer price. So I won't bore you guys walking you through how to use the spreadsheet. If you guys want to see the details, play around with it, message me, hook up a appointment with me. I'll give you guys 15 minutes of my time if you guys want to be walked through with a screen share with this. Love to coach you guys. Again, that's a added value for being in this group. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes of my time. So offer price, first close, current price, return. Again, I'll let you guys go through this, but again, I kind of nerded out, did some extra. So hey, if I came in with 10 shares, how much would it cost? How much would I have gained? But again, watch the previous video if you guys want to see that more in detail. Biggest thing at the bottom, I like to do totals and averages. So some of it won't necessarily make sense, like who cares that there's 1,400 million shares released to the market. Obviously, we're going to be looking towards, hey, there's 3.1 million for Metro Bank Holding released on November 8th of 2017. So offer price, those are totals. Again, the average offer price is what we're going to be looking at here, guys. So if you're looking to invest into IPOs, again, these are companies that are just coming to the stock market for the first time to be publicly traded. You can jump onto these before they're initially publicly offered, but that's going to be jumping in on some startups. So we can talk about that in a later video if you guys want, but just for today, we're going to talk about kind of just the facts of the latest IPOs. So out of the last 100 IPOs, I know if you're looking up here, it says 104, but the first 4 cells of my spreadsheet here are just some information. So out of the last 100, 38 of the IPOs were 0 or negative ROI. So that's kind of a big deal because we want to look at that. We want to make smart trading decisions and not lose all of our money. So if we invested in those 38 losers, man, we would have got a negative 57% return on our investment. If we scroll over here, just in the first day, this thing dropped only 3%, but if you would have held on to it from July of last year until today, here in February, you would have lost 58% of your money. Again, that the market goes up and down. I don't consider anything a loss until I sell it for a loss, and I don't consider anything a gain until I sell it for a gain. So this is just how the market's moved with these 37, 38 IPOs here. But if we do the reverse search here, if we would have jumped in, I know this one's Roku, 212% ROI. If you would have went all in on Roku, that's kind of doubling your money just a little bit. So the first day, if you jumped in, basically they released Roku at $23.50. If you jumped in, so you bought 5 shares for about $125, times that by 0.67. That's how much you're adding on. That's a pretty decent ROI. If you held that from 9/28/17, you're jumping all the way up to currently. If you sold it today, this is how much you'd make, a 212 ROI. Again, there's negatives, there's positives, and there's a couple zeros on that ROI, but that's why I wanted to go over the facts, not making anybody think that, hey, IPOs are super safe. No, there was 38 losers in there. But if you bought one of each, of these companies, that's why I made this tool, is so you can calculate, all right, so if we did an average, if I bought 1 share of every company, I'd still be at a 16.88% ROI. So overall, check your brokerage accounts, check your past performance, check with if you have a 401k or somebody managing your money. There's options out there. Not gonna give you guys advice to go all in on one thing. I'm not gonna tell you to diversify. That's up to you. However you make your decisions, if that's meeting with a financial planner. But a 16.88 ROI in less than a year. This is from July of 17 till February of 18. So that's something to take a look at. Is, all right, well, there were some losers, there were some winners, but the average was a 16.88 ROI. So with that, I broke this down a little bit more. If you guys just scroll to the bottom of the spreadsheet, make it pretty simple for you. There's 40 of those IPOs that were 12% ROI or higher. Obviously, Roku's one of those black swans. If you guys look into the book Anti-Fragile or Fooled by Randomness, Nassim Taleb, he's the author. He talks about those outliers and how we can make money off of those. So again, that's something that I practice myself. Taleb, the author, talks a lot about taking advice from people that have what he calls skin in the game. There's a lot of trading education out there. I don't want to bash anybody, but the thing is if they don't have their money in these trades, why would you listen to them? If they don't do anything except, hey guys, I'm not very good at trading, but I've read all the books and I will show you that, hey, I can look back on these charts and I can tell you when it's going to change. Anybody can look back and see, oh yeah, this thing dropped here, this thing gained here. But unless they're actually putting money into it, that would be my 2 cents of advice, is make sure that they have skin in the game. If somebody's saying, yeah, go all in on cryptocurrency, but they don't have a dime in cryptocurrency, for me at least, those are not the people I'm going to be listening to. So with that said, keep that in mind with everything you do. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not out here saying that this is, I'm going to give you guys the best advice. I just want to give you guys some tools. Yes, I trade IPOs. Yes, I trade cryptocurrency. Yes, I trade foreign currency. So I've got some skin in the game. At some point, if you guys want, I can show you some of my trading history and show you guys where I'm at, just to build a little credibility. But that's the thing. There's always going to be winners and losers. Take it with a grain of salt. Again, this is your money. It's what you choose to do with it. So with that little rant over, again, if you guys just take a look at all of these, I made it so we look at the average price. There's $15 per share is pretty much what we're coming into. So I do that so you can see, hey, I'm on a budget. I've got $100 to spend this month or invest this month. That's, you know, it's not my rent money. It's money I'm totally okay if I get a negative 100% ROI. I'm okay with losing it. But if I get that positive 212%, hey, that's good too. So it's got to be money that you, I don't want to say you don't care about, but you have to be emotionless as a trader. So if you came in here, there was shares as low as $4.25. So if you want to buy more shares, get more shares out there for the same price, you can do that. The highest released share was a $35 charge per share. So got all that here at the bottom. And then just in the first day, so if you would have pulled the trigger on, say, just the average of all of these, if you bought one share of all of these last 100 IPOs, the first day, if you would have bought that day at open and sold at closed, you would have got a 14.77 ROI. So obviously there's winners, losers, but the average, those are the numbers right there. If you held it over time, it's about 2% more, which I'm going to actually jump over here in a second and show you this IPO report versus the last one and show just kind of the consistency in there. So these numbers, again, they're off a little bit here and there. There's some outliers, there's some black swans, but there's also a lot of consistency within these ranges. So lastly, last couple things is 2.27, so $2.27 is the average gain per share to this date. So if you would have bought whatever day it was released and held it to today, you're going to be, say you put in $15 initially, you're going to be at $17.27 right now. So just doing the compound effect, if you guys are interested in how quickly or slowly your money is actually going to double. So I just factored this in. I know we're a little bit above 16 here, but I'm factoring in that, guess what, it's not always going to be a 16% ROI, but if that's the average for IPOs, it will take you 4.3 years to double your money. So, or I say 4.3 years to double your money if you're getting an ROI at 16%. So I'm going to jump over to last year's report. So this one was for 10/26/2016 all the way up to 8/11/2017. So over a year ago, we're in 2018 now. So same thing at the bottom, guys. That's all I really want to compare. So those shares right near that 16% that we had on the current one, 17.48 ROI. The prices were about the same as a $5 to $40 range rather than a $4.25 to a $35 range. So same thing, that's why I do this compound effect and then just checking in with the averages. Again, past performance don't guarantee future results, but me as a trader, this is kind of where I look at putting part of my money personally. So hope this video helps you guys out. One thing I'll be doing in the future, I'm not huge on trade alerts, trade picks, because there's so much information out there. I don't want to focus on something where if there's a place that can give it to you better, cheaper, whatever, I'll let you go there. So I want to just give a quick shout out to IPOscoop.com. They've got a great resource there. I mean, it's in the title. They're all about IPOs. So if you go to their website, IPOscoop.com, check out their IPO calendar. There's several resources on there. Basically, they'll give you links to everything you need to know. But here's the next couple IPOs coming out. Here's the dates of them. So we've got a couple that have been postponed, a couple coming out this week, a couple coming out next week. There's other apps out there. I believe on the iPhone it's called Stock Tracker. It's going to have an orange logo, but that one is the one that I use, and typically I'll take screenshots of that and post it in the Trader Games Facebook. But if you guys want a tangible source where you can just click and it takes you straight to that share and more information about it, IPOscoop.com, they'll take care of you. As always, guys, Wade with EfficiencyTrader.com. If you guys have questions, just shoot me a message in the Facebook group, jump on the calendar. and subscribe once we get that subscribe button up there. Have a great day, guys. Hope this helps.